Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AMX 13 F3AM. It's the Tier 6 French SPG. It's located on the northeast spawn of Karelia, and this one is under the command of 15JG52 Bayraktar. Now, he changed his name a while back. He added Bayraktar at the end because, of course, he's a big fan of the drones that are doing a fantastic job in Ukraine at the moment. This 155mm howitzer has 2 marks of excellence on the barrel, so he knows how to use this quite effectively. It's also quite a quick little arty as well, because it's got top speed of 60 kilometers an hour, based on the AMX 13-ton light tank. Now, they built 621 of these between 1962 and 1997, and they sold them all over the world. Lots of people have them, and they are rather good. And he's now aiming down the south end of the map to get shots on the enemy coming up the south pass, or the south edge. Now, the howitzer will do 680 alpha, penetrate 39mm of armor, and the standard reload is 30.58 seconds. He's got a reload of 24.77. First round goes out. Now, I should say Shepard. Okay, I should say that 15JG52 Bayraktar does have an unusual technique that he uses to actually shoot at the enemy. It's not something we particularly like because it doesn't make great videos, but what we do instead is we tend to take control of the camera ourselves, so even when he looks away after he shoots, we can see what happens to the shell. Rounds out. Went long, slightly long. Whilst he's doing that, whilst we're looking that way, he's relocating to avoid counter battery. He did get some stun, and he did get 420 stun assists of that P43 Tur. So it did work. He did get something out of it. Okay, he's loaded. Fires the round at the ARL 44. Direct hit! 269. Now, we got enough information there to tell us that he did actually hit the target and did get some damage. I'm surprised, actually, it did pop up how much he got, because it went went unspotted the moment the shell arrived. He's almost loaded. He's following the P43 Tur, wants a kill. Rounds out. Oh, he killed him! He got him! The wreck hasn't appeared yet, but he definitely killed him because it's been announced. There's the wreck. So he definitely got the target. That was worth watching, that one, wasn't it? So thank goodness we followed the camera, which means now we know what actually happened. And yes, he did get him. And it looks to me like he suddenly appeared afterwards. So it must have been taking us time to actually go through the count and see, did he actually damage him? Did he actually kill him? Because they have to go through a serious number of permutations or counts every time they do that. Rounds out in the AMD. Oh, he's got another one! Now, whilst I was holding control of the camera at that point, the AMD did actually get wiped out. He was dialing in, and the enemy Arty did try to just counter battery him there, because you could see the shell crater not too far away. So the enemy worked out where he was, they just didn't get the aim right. He's now going to try and hit this Nashorn. So over on the other side of the battlefield, he thinks he's impervious, and he fires the round out. Oh, he's killed another one! This time it was a one-shot kill, 670 hit points with one shot. He penetrated the Nashorn and took him out of the game completely with one round. All the enemy's going to be smarting about that. 3 kills. He's the top scorer on his team. He's the only scorer on his team. Now, that ARL just died, which means that 15JG52 is now looking at these enemy tanks down to the other end. Rounds out. Well, that definitely landed where they were. It didn't get a kill, but it must have done some damage. Must have. It doesn't look as if it did, actually. They're both showing they've got full health. And I'm shocked because both of them were very close to that shell when it landed. Now, the 40TP is now showing some damage, but I think that was down to a shell that was actually fired at him by one of our teammates. And somebody else on the team has finally got a kill. Yes, the SMBC CC55, 56 rather, did manage to get a shot on target. So, going to try that again, see if it works this time. It should. The Tiger 1 is low on hit points. Rounds out. Yet again, we're showing stun on the SMB, but no kill on the Tiger. Oh, but some stun assist instead. So that one was worthwhile, but no kill on the Tiger at all. That should have wiped him out completely. Okay, he's going to try. Rounds out. Well, it did damage the SMB again, and I think he'll still be stunned. And he's still getting loads of stun assists. He's over 1,358 already. And then goes the SMB. So there is a kill out of that one, but he didn't get it. But I presume he's actually going to try a shot on that Tiger 1. Rounds out again. This time round, he does get the Tiger, so he's now got 4 kills. Yep, the Tiger died. A blind kill. He must have been hiding next to the rock. There he is. Yep, it suddenly showed up. The computers rendered it and given us the kill. Okay, so 5 seconds left, and he's going to be shooting another shell. The AMX 13F3AM does have a decent fire rate. We didn't see what that shell did, but I think he was aiming at a blind tank that was in that area, a Nashorn. An unspotted tank, and we've got an SMV again next to the swamp. He's on our side of the swamp as well, which is not so great. We've lost sight of him. This is where I find sometimes when you T-key the ground near where you last saw the enemy, if they suddenly drop out of sight, that does help to tell you where you last saw him. Of course, he does show up on the mini-map, but it's much easier when you T-key the ground. Can't see the guy at the moment. I'd put the shell in if I was you, on the off chance he's still there. In fact, at the moment, there's no enemy in sight whatsoever. There is one now, and he can hit it. It's the 40 TP, so he's dialing in as fast as he can. Almost ready. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Rounds out. Well, we didn't get to see that one, but he did do some damage because he got some damage assist or stun assist off that one. So he must have been close enough to touch him. It seems as well that 15JG52 Brower has actually acquired a kind of in-out movement with his mouse. So I think he's playing with his mouse. Some other top players actually do that. It's kind of a nervous habit they have, and you can see, yes, it's kind of jerky, so it gets a bit much for some people. We don't like it, but it's up to him if he does it. Okay, he's trying to aim in the other direction now. What's he got? Well, there was an Aslains there. There's a Basotto the other side, and the SMV is in this general area here. Well, we can't see it. I'm wondering if he's going to take a shot. He's still got plenty of ammo. He's got 12 rounds left. Of course, he started the battle with 25 rounds. So he's more than half his ammo gone. Okay, he's re-aiming. And we found somebody. Okay, a T-25-2. And he's taking aim at our teammates. Rounds out. Well, that slowed him down a little. You know, the T-25-2 is basically a medium tank that's been mischaracterized by wargaming. It should be a medium, but it's actually a TD in the game. The Nashorn, oh, he's so low on hit points and he's gone. So there's only 4 enemies left in this one now. And there's the SMVCC. He's actually been spotted. We're dialing in as fast as we can. Rounds out. It goes long, but it does stun the SMV, and he is taking damage, so at least we're getting that. He could go. Yes, he's gone. Now there's only 3 left, and one of them's down the far end. It's the Super Hellcat. And there he is. So he's trying to help his teammates by getting shots on that Super Hellcat, and he can wipe him out with 1 round if he can land it on target. Rounds out. We look away. Wish he hadn't done that, because he just killed the Super Hellcat. I think that's good enough that we want to see that one again. Okay, so he's dialing in on the Super Hellcat, almost ready to go. I'm taking control of the camera because I want to see this. Rounds out. He moves away. And there's the shot. And yes, again, it's another blind kill because he couldn't see the Super Hellcat when the shell went in. And there the wreck suddenly appears on the ground. There's only 2 enemies left. The Basato is right caught in that little corner there. And he's gone. That means the last enemy is their M44, and he's probably over in the northwest corner of the map. And the T25AT and the others are probably moving, trying to intercept him, because he must be in that general area. So we've stopped the cap. Well, no, one of them's still capping, the Tiger 1. I think he's just trying to put pressure. But everyone else is moving to try and get the kill. And there's the M44. He's been spotted. We're ready to go. He's pulling back after just shotgunning one of our teammates. The shell hits the rock face instead. Oh, and there's the kill. The T25AT gets the kill on the M44. And that is the end of the game. Well, that was a good result, wasn't it? That was an ace tanker for 15 JG, 52 per hour back by Raktar in the AMX 13 F3 AM. I think we all would have been a bit annoyed if we'd missed out on that one, because he got some lovely shots in that game. And for, well, the first 3 kills of the game, he was the only scorer on his team by getting some magnificent shots, including that one on the Nashorn, which wiped him out with 1 round. Yeah, that guy must have been feeling really sorry for himself when that shell went straight through him. He also managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, he ended up with 5. If he'd taken out that M44 with that 1 shot he fired in that direction, he would have ended up with a Top Gun, but sadly it's only 5 kills, but that's still 1/3 of the enemy team and 1 short of a Top Gun. He also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. And his win rate from that battle was 4,017, which is Super Unicum standard. So, yeah, he says, who needs an M44? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, just pick one of the other Artys and 3-mark that, and then just go round taunting all those M44 players. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, the highest damage went to one of his teammates in the Italian tank destroyers, probably an SMVCC, who managed to get 2,778 hit points. Second highest damage went to the IS-2S, who managed 2,195, and the third highest damage went to 15JG52, who picked up 1,958. When it came to kills, though, he was definitely top dog in this one because he got 5 kills. 4 kills went to the Italian tank destroyer, and 2 kills went to the IS-2 shielded and the T25AT. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too, 1,276. The second being the Italian tank destroyer, who got 1,170, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000, with the IS-2 shielded coming up behind with 970. He fired 17 rounds in that game, so he still had 8 rounds left at the end. He got 5 direct hits on the enemy and 3 penetrations as well. Let's have a quick look and see which ones he actually penetrated. Was it the P43? No, it wasn't. But we do know the Nashorn was penned. Yep, 670. Look at that. 1 pen. So I think he did accidentally, or not accidentally, on purpose, he did hit one of the Nashorn with one of his prior shots, because I think he reported, what, 6... Oh, no, it was 670 he did get. So, no, I'm wrong. He did get that guy with 1 round, and it must have been a penetrating shot to get that amount of damage. The second one he penetrated was the Super Hellcat, 176 of that one. Of course, that's the blind kill up the far end of the map. We went back to have another look at because it was rather good. And he did actually penetrate the AMD 178B. Now, I was actually playing around with the camera at that moment, so we only got to see briefly that he'd aimed in and dialed in on the AMD before he shot and quickly changed the camera, so I wasn't able to see the shell hitting the light wheeled vehicle. But that was the moment that the enemy Arty decided to speak up and put around near him, or at least nearby. So let's have a look at the rest of the detailed. 15 splashes on the enemy as well, 1,958 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 5, did 118 hit points of damage assist, and 1,788 hit points of stun assist of 13 stuns. So very good amount of stun assist. Remembering that this Arty doesn't have a very long stun period. It runs out fairly quickly. He picked up 60,887 credits in the battle, and after a resupply of ammunition and consumables, actually took away a profit of 13,887 credits. He got 25 bonds from that game, and he picked up 1,914 XP, no multipliers, that's all the experience points he took away. But yeah, I do reiterate what he says, who needs an M44? I know everyone's disappointed that the M44 has been nerfed out of existence. It is now the worst tier 6 Arty in the game, not the best. It used to be the best. But the AMX 13F3 does make a very good suitable alternative, and so does the SU8, and I think a lot of players will be using those in the future, and so it won't change the battles, because Arty players will still be using really good Arty to get damage on the enemy, and we're just going to annoy them as much as we did in the past, so it won't have stopped Arty at all. And I think after all the events going on worldwide, I think most people will recognise that Arty does have a place in this game, because it does have a place elsewhere. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.